Hey guys, so for this yoga class, you're going to want a yoga strap. Now you may have a yoga strap that's designed for this that you can use for this class. You just need one. If you don't have a yoga strap though, you can potentially still do this class because there's a lot of things that you can use in place of a yoga strap, such as a nice handy dog leash, of course without a poop bag on it, but you get the idea. And then another good thing that you can use is a belt, something sturdy. This one's actually great because it's actually kind of soft too, so that would be perfect. And then maybe even like a hand towel that's kind of the longer one that you would use to dry your hands, you know, that towel, or a scarf that's nice and sturdy. Get creative, but there's a lot of things that you can use so that you can still take this class using a yoga strap. So let's go ahead and get started in mountain pose. Gently blinking the eyes open. We're gonna do a few overhead reaches with the breath. So we're gonna inhale and reach the arms up overhead, pressing the palms together, exhaling, drawing the hands down to the center of the chest. So big inhale, overhead reach, press the palms, exhaling, drawing that energy down. Let's do 3 more breaths like that. Inhaling, big reach. Exhale to draw it down. Filling the lungs. And let's do 1 more. We'll press the palms together and we'll pause with those hands right at the center of the chest. Maybe even taking the eyes closed and just pausing here for a moment. And blinking open the eyes, releasing the hands down by the sides. So this is where you're gonna wanna grab your yoga strap or whatever you're using in place of your yoga strap. We're gonna take both hands to the strap, and you can kind of grab out nice and wide. Just make sure that you're not standing underneath the fan like I am. You may need to offset yourself. And we're gonna take those arms up overhead, straight arms. Try to keep your arms still plugged into the shoulders so we're not reaching out too much. Shoulders are relaxed down out of the ears. And we're just gonna gently move over to one side. Nothing too extreme. Maybe just to a point where you're feeling that stretch here in the side body and keeping some space between your head and the shoulder. And we'll go ahead and move to the other side again, just moving gently, nothing too extreme, just a gentle stretch. Gently coming through center. We're going to take the strap behind the back again, holding with both hands. We're going to straighten into the arms and go for a chest expansion. So feeling that stretch across the chest. You may even be able to pull the strap apart a little bit. An option to stay here or to take a forward fold with that chest expansion. Keeping a little bend in the knees. Taking one more breath here, and then with a long spine, rising back up to standing. All right, so now you'll definitely want to make sure you're not right underneath the fan. We're going to take those hands out wide, and we're going to begin to do some up and overs. So you want to grab out nice and wide, especially to start. And we want to make sure we're keeping the arms straight. So if you can't keep the arms straight, that's a sign that you need to grab a little bit wider on the strap. And then from there, once you find that comfortable position, you can start to inch the hands a little closer together, finding that sweet spot where you get a little bit of a stretch as you go up and over. And then once you've found that spot, let's try to slow down, as slow as we can go up and over. Have any pain or discomfort in the shoulders or anywhere in the body. So maybe grabbing wider if you do feel any discomfort here. And again, just moving nice and slow, easy breath. Let's do a couple more times, up and over. And after that next one, we'll slowly bring that strap back over. And we're gonna move to a triceps stretch. So this one, you'll wanna follow closely because it can be easy to get lost. So let's do the same hand. So hold the end of the strap in your right hand. So once you have that strap grabbing onto the end of it in your right hand, we're gonna take it behind us. We want our elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. And we're dropping our hand down to between the shoulder blades. From there, our left arm is gonna come underneath and grab onto that strap. Now keep your right hand where it is. You can kind of walk that left arm up to grab higher on the strap. We're looking for a stretch here in the triceps muscles. So walk the hands as close together as you can and then hold where you feel that stretch. Also try to keep our head in a neutral position. So notice if you're collapsing over, reset with that head neutral. Now we have the option to stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're gonna lean over to the left side. So it's my right arm that's up, I'm leaning over to the opposite side. Just to feel that little stretch here in the side body. But again, that's optional. You can come back to just the tricep stretch. Slowly come through center, go ahead and release the arms, shake it out a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and do that on the other side. So taking the strap in the left hand, again, hold on to the end, bring that strap up behind us, right arm comes underneath, and we walk that right hand up as high as we can, keeping the head in a neutral position, pausing where we feel that stretch in the triceps. And we can choose to stay here, maybe leaning over lateral flexion to the right side. Slowly come through center, releasing the arms, maybe just some shoulder rolls here to release any tension. And then let's go ahead and take the strap in half if it's kind of long. If you have like a dog leash or a belt, you might not have to. But we just want to make sure that we're not getting hit by the end here. We'll take both arms up nice and wide. We're going to move to that lateral flexion stretch again. So leaning over to one side to find that stretch here in the side body. We're just going to hold. Feel free to kind of find that edge. This time we're a little bit warmer, so you may need to, or you may be able to go a little further into the stretch. And then we'll slowly come through center, taking a breath in the middle before we go to the other side. And then we'll inhale, nice long spine, exhale, moving to the other side. Good, one more breath here. And then we'll exhale, slowly coming through center and releasing those arms. So now we're gonna come down onto the floor. Of course, bring your strap with you as we'll be using it for more stretches. I'm just gonna adjust my position so that you can see me a little better. Hopefully we come onto our backs. We're gonna start in a seated position. So we're gonna go to butterfly. So taking bottoms of the feet together. And then we may choose to take our strap underneath the ankles and we can hold on to the ends, and that will just allow us as we hinge forward to lower the chest towards those feet. Another option is just to hold on to the ankles with the hands. So this is just another way that you can use that strap if you'd like for butterfly. And then we'll go ahead and extend the legs long for forward fold. We want to wrap the strap around both feet. So ideally we place the strap right on the balls of the feet. So rather than the heels or the arches, we want to get the strap up nice and high, but on the balls of the feet. Holding onto the loose ends, we'll sit up nice and tall. You're going to hinge forward from the hips, and you may even walk those hands out long. It's best to have the arms straight, so if you can walk the arms out long to straighten out the arms, that way you don't have to use like your biceps to hold the straps with the upper body. We're gonna release one foot from here. So go ahead and keep that strap around one foot. The foot that you release, you're gonna bring to the inside of that thigh. We're going to turn our chest over that extended leg and then again fold forward, focusing just on one leg, single leg hamstring stretch. Nice, easy breath. So whichever leg is extended, we're gonna hold on to both straps with that same hand. So I have my left leg out, so my left hand is gonna hold on to both ends of the strap. Right arm is gonna reach up and over for a lateral flexion, peeling open this top shoulder as much as I can to feel that stretch here in the side body. You may even lift your gaze up underneath the arm towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Release that arm down by the side. We're going to go ahead and switch to the other leg. So extending that other leg long, taking that foot to the inside of that thigh. We'll take the strap around that extended leg foot. And the first one, we're going to turn our chest over that leg, hinge forward, focusing on stretching the back of this extended leg. If your right leg is extended long, the right hand grabs onto both ends of the strap and vice versa. And then opposite arm is going to reach up and over, lateral reach, shining your heart towards the sky. Taking a few easy breaths. All right, we're releasing that arm down. Now come my favorite part, my favorite stretches to do the strap with. We're laying down on our back, so make sure that you can see your screen as soon as you come down onto your back. We're gonna take, let's all do the same side just for the ease of cueing. We're gonna take the right foot into the strap as we lay down, bringing that leg straight overhead and holding onto both the loose ends. Now with this left leg, you can either keep the leg bent and plant that foot down, or if it feels okay for that hip, you can extend the leg long, resting that leg straight on the floor. Again, we're walking the hands up as far as we can so that we have straight arms, and that way the biceps don't have to do any work to hold on. And that strap is right on the ball of the foot, so I can start to pull the toes towards my shin, getting a nice flexion in the foot. Now we have our right leg up, so we're going to grab onto those straps with the right hand. Again, make straight long arms so that our arm doesn't have to do any work. We're going to slowly start opening up to the right side. And now I want you to keep your left hip down on the floor. And I want you to stop wherever you feel something different. So maybe you get a stretch in the inner thigh, maybe you're feeling a stretch now in the hamstrings. Wherever you feel that stretch, we're gonna go ahead and pause there. The goal is not to get this leg all the way out to the side. That may well be where you start to feel a different stretch, but the goal is to find something different and hold that position. Slowly bringing that leg up through center. We're switching hands, so now the left hand takes both the straps. Before we move the leg, the right arm opens up to the side. We want to keep this right shoulder down on the ground as we take the right leg across the body. So something like a spinal twist. As long as this right shoulder is down on the ground, you can take that leg across the body as far as you like. Again, moving slowly, we'll come through center and we're releasing that foot and we're gonna repeat those on the other side. So again, left foot in, make sure you have that strap on the ball of the foot. Taking that left leg straight overhead. Right leg can be bent with the right foot planted, or we can extend the right leg long if that feels okay for this hip. Grabbing up as high as we can with the hands so that the arms are straight. And we're finding a hamstring or calf stretch here. We're taking both straps into the left hand. We want to keep our right hip down as we start to open up that left leg to the side, pausing where we feel a different stretch. Again, you may go this slow with the leg, but you don't have to be there. That's not necessarily the goal. We're just looking for some kind of different sensation in the leg. Slow, coming through center, switching hands. And again, before we move the leg, we want this left arm to open up to the side. Keep that left shoulder on the ground as we take the leg across the body into that spinal twist. Gonna move through center. We have one more here. We're gonna take both feet in now. And again, make sure that strap is right on the balls of the feet because we want to look for a calf stretch here. So as we pull the legs close, bending the knees, we're pulling the toes towards the shins as much as we can. and release. We have one last stretch that we're going to do on each side before we go into our final relaxation. So let's do the same side here. We're crossing our right foot over the left thigh. Keep your right foot flexed. Strap is going to go behind the left leg, and then we're going to hug that leg close to us using the straps. If you're able to, you could ditch the strap and just clasp the hands behind that leg. So we'll gently release, planting the right foot down, left foot crosses over the right thigh, keeping that left foot flexed. We'll take the strap or clasp the hands behind the right leg to hug those legs close. And we'll go ahead and gently release. We can set our strap off to the side, maybe hugging knees to the chest or taking any last movements or poses that you feel like you need to before going into our final relaxation. And then as you're ready, we can set up either keeping the knees bent, allowing the knees to rest together, or extending the legs long, arms resting down by the sides, making any adjustments to be a little more comfortable. Eventually taking the eyes closed, settling into stillness with our natural breath in Shavasana. Bring our awareness back to our breath, wiggling the fingers and toes, maybe allowing the head to fall gently side to side. Eventually, taking our time, we'll roll over onto one side, cradling the head and the arm. And then using the strength of the arms to press up to an easy seated position. You can press your hands together at heart center or rest your hands in the lap. Namaste, and thank you so much for joining me for this yoga strap yoga practice. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, you can let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.